Hey everyone, welcome to I Totally Love It. My name is Susan and this is take 2. Try again. All right, so this is June Junk Journal Madness, project number 2, the final flip through. In part 1, I put together all the envelopes and I covered them with different papers and digital scrapbook papers and whatnot. The theme this month was leftovers, remnants, and or mashup. And I was the guest collaborator because it's my birthday month. All right, so I have this string, a little piece of fabric ribbon that I just got in a haul, so worked out perfect. So we'll start here with the first signature. I wasn't sure if I was going to put paper in this first part, but I did. So the owl is my porch prints, the Enchanted Evening kit. On the back, I didn't make this a pocket. One of the ideas is to open that up so you can fold it out as well. So think about that when you're putting your flip-flop journal together. This picture is Amy at Crafty Cat, and the background is Marley Design Creative. A little piece of lace. I'm trying to use up some scraps here, you guys. A little cluster from my cluster stash. And then I had this little journal paper that I turned sideways, and these are my digitals that are freebies. This is a tag I made a while back. Got a little pocket there. Some journaling spots, and then we have a washi board that we made for Emma's from Mondays, Mojo, and Masterboards for June. So cut that piece, made a pocket, and this is a little journal card I made a while back. All right, and then we made, this is the only pocket that's in the actual envelopes. And this was from Junk Journal Sketches, not this most recent one, but the one before. And you can journal on the back. All right, and that's the end of the first signature. Then we move to the next part. This, if you remember, had a little bit that didn't quite reach, and so I added this little eyelet trim. I think it turned out really nice. And every signature except for the first one has a two-sided digital from Junk Journal Studio from the All About Roses kit. This was one of my clusters, and this was a little piece of journal paper I had left. And these were some digitals I had. Just a little tag there. And there was this pocket, and then this fit perfectly in there. This is from last year's Suzanne at Nonstop Paper Crafts, her Altered Index Challenge. The word was dream, and I'm not sure what the other word was, but there's a color, I think a color, a word, and an item. Okay, and then in my little cookie tin, a little Hello Kitty cookie tin of clusters, I have some hidden paper clips, and so this was one. I just tucked a piece of journal paper. All right, that's another piece of that masterboard. I turned into a vertical belly band with some journal paper. And I had that little piece of green rickrack. Another cluster, and this is Tim Holtz leftover, and fits there perfectly. All right, that's the end of that signature, and then we flip it to this one. A little craft cardstock. This is Tim Holtz the wallpaper kit, and then it's just a little piece of journal card and add some lace. All right, this is from a snippet roll from a while back, and I just turned it into a little side tuck and add a piece of journal paper. Right on the back of this scrapbook paper, I made a little side tuck with that washi masterboard, and then this is some journal paper, and I just folded over the extra length here and added this die cut that I had in my stash. The die cuts that I got from Angela the Traveling Crafter on her YouTube live sales. All right, and then I just add a little tab to that page. Isn't that beautiful? All right. Lots of space to journal or add your own things. This is another picture from Amy at Crafty Cat. It was from last year's 50 stack challenge, one of them. It might have been the one the first half of the year. And then I have this little piece, I don't know, like I guess lace that was cut out. I got that at a local vintage shop. There was a little baggie for a couple dollars that had little bits in it. All right, that's the end of the front half. So let's now open that up to the next signature on the back side. A little up tuck, added some lace and a piece of that washi board there. You can round the corners. It needs a focal point. Cluster that I glued wrong, so it's just there for decoration. And an altered paper clip that we made in Endless for Mondays this month. Don't remember if it was mask making or I think it was mask making. I think it was. To mask making or mysteries, and then just some notepad paper. Got a little tab here. That's gorgeous. One of my favorites. All right, little pocket made out of a die cut. These are also from that little stash I got from Angela. And these are some freebies. I know this one, I believe, is mine. I don't know. Check my shop. I have so many that are mine, and so many that are some others. All right, little side pocket here with a little pink index card and a tag that I didn't like go full out embellishing everything, so whoever gets this can add their own personality to it, and because that's part of the fun too, is the decorating. This is the other part of that snippet roll and little guest check that needs some attention. All right, and then I have this little corner tug with the embellishment from the Angela stuff that I got, and this is a tag I've had for a while. It needed a home, and now it has one. All right, and this is the final picture from the Amy at Crafty Cat, the little set that she had. And then I had this little piece of ribbon. It was perfect fit to help, turn the page and add a little something to that. All right, this is Betty's Custom Designs. It's something reds. I used it in the very first Junk Journal, Madness Journal, which was a recipe journal. Another washi basket vertical belly band, and some journal paper. Little die cut. All right, another altered paper. This is a hidden paper clip because you can't see it. It's cute with the purples. I've had this in my stash. I have a little bowl of stuff that it's been hanging out forever, so perfect hanging out there. And this was our little notepad that we made in Endless for Mondays Mojo, and this was either Mask Make or Masterboard. Oh yeah, this was the not Masterboards, Mysteries. I think this was Mysteries. I think the paper clips was Mask Making. All right, and that's just a little piece of cardstock for it to sit on like that. And then this was in that same stash of die cuts I got from Angela. The back was already sticky, so it's not a pocket, it's just decoration. It's pretty though. And then there's the rest of that green rickrack, so it's good to use that up. An up tuck here, another piece of that washi board. That's Tim Holtz, the wallpaper remnants. And this is Marley Designs Creative. It's from like January. It was this, and on the back of that front envelope, like black grungy flowers or something like that. All right, you guys. I like how it turned out. I used up a lot of things. I found things as I was, trying to kind of sort and put some things up. I sorted all my ribbons and stuff. You'd be so proud of me. And then I was going through some bags, and I was like, oh my goodness, that's from very first journal, and this, certain things were hiding in bags. So Sorry, Al, I feel like I blinded you. But yeah, so this will be available at my coffee shop, so keep your eyes open for that if you're interested. I do want to thank all my participants. They will all be linked below. Um, let's see if I can name them all. Trish, Crafting Whimsy, Maggie, My Scattered Brain, Katie at I Like to Cut and Paste, Tammy at Lou Frou Frou Studios, Sandy at oh, Sandy, I can see it written, but that's not your channel name. Hang on, let me look at it. All right, Sandy at Crafty Alley Cat, and then there was Debbie Reed, and then there is Mrs. Axe. There's Emily from Emily's Craft and Crochet, and make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. And there's a playlist where you can go and watch everyone's videos. I tried to get them all in there, so y'all let me know if I forgot a video or two, because I've been known to do that. But I think that is everyone. So they'll all be linked below. But like I said, if you check out Talon's Place, that's the other one. Hello everyone. So yeah, and I'll have all the channels linked below. So go check them all out. Check out the participant list. If you're just wanting to watch their video for Junk Journal Madness, but subscribe to their channels. They're all trying to grow their channels, and they always have something that you'll enjoy, and their videos bring joy to me, so I enjoy watching them. All right, so watch my coffee shop. This will be available in my coffee shop here shortly, and I'm ready for the next one. All right, guys. So July 1st, we've got our new guest collaborator and our new theme. We're ready to go, and I'm excited to see everyone who participates and your makes. And nothing has to be, elaborate. You guys, you can make small journals. All right, guys, you know the drill. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already, and hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I put a new video out. I appreciate you and your time, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye-bye.